afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Live at 4 on a very busy Friday afternoon. First at 4, protesters ignore state orders to stay at home and recommendations to practice social distancing, showing up at the Capitol to make a statement this afternoon.
Hundreds, if not thousands, of people showed up at the Capitol Square to protest Governor Evers' extension of the Safer at Home order. Today was supposed to be the end of the original order, but that's now been extended until May 26th.
We have team coverage tonight on the protest. Our Amanda Quintana tells us about a counter-protest happening on social media. Our Amy Reed has more on the political piece of this. But we begin at 4 with Gabriella Becerra, who is live downtown. Gabby?
Mark and Susan, for weeks, Capitol Square has been empty, but that wasn't the sight today. Protesters showed up to rally, all with a similar message: reopen the state of Wisconsin. About a quarter of the lawn of the state capitol was full of people crowded together, many not following social distancing guidelines. Speakers say they don't feel like their voices are being heard and want the governor to allow businesses to reopen. No one was monitoring distance between people, but Madison police were on the scene, staying at a distance and wearing masks. Today we covered the scene from across the street to keep our team safe. Our Amy Reed was inside of the building, and she now shares the response from our state lawmakers.
Politicians largely stayed out of this protest, some telling reporters that they wanted the grassroots movement to be able to speak for itself. That message that the grassroots movement does have is that the cure for the coronavirus is worse than the disease. Protesters still talked politics themselves, though. Some called for recalling Evers. We've also seen a lot of Keep America Great or Trump 2020 flags. But protesters are also saying the freedom they are after isn't a Democrat, Republican, or independent idea. Not all politicians are shying away from this, though. Here's what Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes said in an interview today.
And so this just shows an unrestricted amount of privilege that people think that they have, where they can just show up because it is not affecting or impact, or may not be impacting them, totally disregarding the lives of not just marginalized communities in our state, but impacting and also compromising the lives of themselves and the people that they come around. It is the most selfish behavior that we're seeing on display.
We've reached out to see what some of the state's top Republicans have to say about this protest, but they've not gotten back to us. They have been in favor of reopening the state sooner than the governor has planned. The state legislature, which is controlled by Republicans at the moment, has filed a suit in state Supreme Court to try and block this extension, which starts, as we've said, today.
Amy Reed and Gabriella Becerra live downtown, where it sounds like things are still going on at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Amy, thank you. Wisconsin's Chamber of Commerce is calling for all businesses to be open starting May 4th. That is 3 weeks sooner than the governor's order. Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce released their plan hours before the protest at the Capitol started.
Well, many people support Governor Evers' decision to extend the Safer at Home order. Amanda Quintana has more on a counter-protest to today's protest at the Capitol. Amanda?
This counter-protest is all online. Starting this weekend, people are asked to post photos on social media using the hashtag SaferAtHomeWI, holding up signs supporting healthcare workers, telling people about a medically vulnerable loved one you wanted to protect, anything showing support for Safer at Home. An online group voicing support for the order extension now has more than 12,000 members. Healthcare workers are also taking to social media. A nurse from Madison saying, "We've managed to curb the surge in Wisconsin. Today's protest could sabotage those efforts."
I'm very disappointed and frankly frightened by what the protests would pose in our state. We've already seen positive cases increase since the in-person election that occurred a couple weeks ago. And I know that we still have many of the same concerns that have not been resolved.
She says there's still a need for PPE and we don't have widespread testing yet. The counter protest is supposed to start tomorrow. You can use other hashtags as well, like support safer at home, WI, support Governor Evers, and you are why I stay home.
All right, Amanda Quintana, thank you.
Let's take a look outside today on Live at 4. It was kind of cloudy and gloomy most of the day, but the sun is out this afternoon. The weather words, not as cool this weekend. Gary Canalti is watching the weekend forecast. Gary?
Well, Susan, having some sunshine tomorrow, or at least a little bit of sunshine mixed in with the clouds, should get temperatures into the upper 40 or upper 50s, and then we'll be around 60 on Sunday. On visible cloud tracking, you can see those clouds trying to erode away from the north. They'll fill back in as a weather system passes by to our south, but it'll just be close enough to perhaps give us a sprinkle of rain later tonight into tomorrow morning. Even that's kind of iffy. Most of the showers have been to our west and to our southwest, and they'll stay mainly to our south. Temperatures right now are in the 50s, cooler near Lake Michigan, but not as dramatically cooler as they were yesterday. And to the west, temperatures are in the mid to upper 50s, just about where they were yesterday at this time. So overnight, look for mostly cloudy skies, a slight chance for a shower. Temperatures will drop to around 40 by early tomorrow morning. And then look for variably cloudy skies tomorrow with just a slight chance for a shower in the morning. High temperature topping out around 58. Like I said, it'll be around 60 degrees with sunny skies on Sunday. But as temperatures turn milder next week, there'll also be some chances for showers and thunderstorms. I'll have more details in the forecast in a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you then. Thanks, Gary. State and county health officials say there are now more than 5,400 confirmed cases of coronavirus in Wisconsin. They're reporting 342 additional cases since yesterday. That is the largest single-day jump we have seen. There have been 264 deaths. In Dane County, there are 399 confirmed cases and 21 deaths. Today, the DHS website also started listing the number of people who have recovered from the virus. As of yesterday, 46% of Wisconsin patients have recovered. As states across the nation continue to assess their reopening plans, the U.S. death toll from coronavirus has topped 50,000. In Georgia, businesses such as nail salons open today, and in hard-hit New York, results of random antibody testing show 1/5 of residents may have already been exposed. Michael George reports from the epicenter.
As drivers in Georgia urged people to stay home,
good morning. How's everyone doing?
Workers at this salon in Marietta checked customers' temperatures out of an abundance of caution.
Nervous, anxiety, all that too, but, you know, we all want to come back to work.
Georgia Governor Brian Kemp allowed close contact services like salons, gyms, and tattoo parlors to reopen Friday.
Social distancing works, and it absolutely must continue.
Tennessee Governor Bill Lee and Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds plan to slowly reopen some businesses next week, while stay-at-home orders were extended in Michigan.
Here in New York City, preliminary results of random antibody testing show as many as 1/5 of residents may have already been infected. Accurate antibody testing is seen as an important tool in determining when people can go back to work.
Really kind of crazy how sick this virus makes people.
This anesthesiologist at Mount Sinai Hospital in New York returned to work after surviving COVID-19.
We are people treating people, and the emotional component to it can never be separated.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is warning reopening too soon would erase the state's progress.
Number of new people coming into the hospital, number of new infections is slightly down, but that's basically a flat line, and that is troubling.
Nationwide, total cases are approaching 900,000, while more than 80,000 people have recovered from COVID-19. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
And more than 190,000 people have died from coronavirus globally.
President Trump has signed a $484 billion bill to aid employers and hospitals under stress from the pandemic. Most of that money will be used to help small businesses. The House passed the bill with overwhelming bipartisan support yesterday. The House also voted along party lines to establish a new oversight committee to monitor how the government is spending the money.
This is not an anti-Trump or anti-administration thing. This is simply to say we have to have proper accountability when we're spending a huge amount of money very quickly.
Debate has already started about another stimulus package to get money to state and local governments, and there are signs that it will be a partisan fight. The Wisconsin Supreme Court has rejected a lawsuit seeking the release of inmates from state prisons as a way to reduce the risk of them contracting the virus. The lawsuit was filed earlier this month by the American Civil Liberties Union of Wisconsin on behalf of 2 inmates with pre-existing conditions. The court noted that steps taken by the State Department of Corrections to mitigate risks to inmates. The court said it was not within its powers to assign someone to determine which inmates should be released, as the lawsuit wanted the High Court to do.
All City of Madison workers are being required to wear face masks while on duty to prevent the spread of the virus. Madison Mayor Satya Rose Conway says the change is based on recommendations from the CDC and Public Health Madison and Dane County. Surgical masks are in short supply during the pandemic, and officials say they should be reserved for healthcare workers. They say washable cloth face coverings can provide similar benefits. New at 4, Madison firefighters are celebrating their hospital partners today. They circled trucks around Meriter Hospital this afternoon. Meriter staff were outside to wave and show their appreciation back. The caravan then went off to visit St. Mary's and UW hospitals. There's more at 4. The delivery business is booming.
And some people are getting pretty creative about it. We'll have that story when Live at 4 continues. We'll be right back after a quick break.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
At Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, we know that no 2 pets are the same. That's why each of our 5 southern Wisconsin locations is wall-to-wall with everything you and your pet need, including dog food, cat food, pet beds, thousands of toys, treats, and chews, and supplies for your small animals, birds, and reptiles too. With so many options, finding what you need is easy. You gotta get down to Mounds and see for yourself. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
Sunroom savings season is here. 4 Seasons has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 20 to 30%. Everything from decks and pergolas to screen rooms, porch conversions, patio rooms, sunrooms, and our new life room with retractable screens are on sale now. Let CoolView show you how to tame your backyard and improve your lifestyle. Call for a free backyard survey, design, and quote.
Get a new view from CoolView.
For many of our members, being prepared won't be a new thing. And it won't be their first experience with social distancing. Overcoming challenges is what defines the military community. USAA has been standing with them for nearly 100 years, and we'll be here to serve you for 100 more.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
Hey Wisconsin, it's tough times right now. Fearing's audio-video security normally focuses on providing technology solutions, but right now it's self-care.
Things like establishing a routine, getting outside every day, getting a good night's sleep, taking time for meditation or prayer, and just think about what you're grateful for. We can do this together. Visit unitedmadison.com/help. Brought to you by Fearing's Audio-Video Security and United Madison.
I grew up just up the road in Stevens Point. Wisconsin is a very special place for me, especially Madison. It's where I proposed to my wife. Now my whole family is ready to call the Madison area home. Southern Wisconsin is a vibrant, diverse community with great stories to tell. And I'm looking forward to bringing them to you during my favorite time of day, morning. I'm Chris Stanford, and I'm excited to be joining the News 3 Now morning team.
The coronavirus has forced a Tyson meat facility in Washington state to shut down temporarily. Health officials say more than 100 plant workers tested positive for COVID-19. The daughter of one worker says her father died from the virus. Officials say they will work with the company to test more than 1,400 of its workers. The employees are now being asked to self-isolate at home until the results return. The company that makes Lysol has an urgent message to its customers. Do not consume our cleaning products.
It comes after President Trump suggested the possibility of injecting disinfectants to protect people from coronavirus.
I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning?
The suggestion came Thursday during the White House Coronavirus Task Force news briefing, but today the president says he was being, quote, sarcastic. The parent company of Lysol is warning human consumption of disinfectant products is dangerous. It said, quote, under no circumstances should our disinfectant products be administered into the human body through injection, ingestion, or any other route. It said it issued this statement after, quote, recent speculation and social media activity.
Well, with businesses closed and Americans stuck at home, restaurants and stores have found some creative ways to adapt to life in a pandemic while still maintaining social distance. In Maryland, Soda Pup, the wine dog, is getting ready to make a special delivery. He doesn't look real happy about it, though, does he? With the tasting room closed at the Stonehouse Urban Winery, the owner's Brindle Boxer is bringing customers their prepaid wine curbside, 2 bottles at a time, in his backpack with treats stashed for a tip.
As long as there are no squirrels or robins, then he makes it up the walk with no problem.
You just got to watch out for those job hazards.
That's very cute. And in Austin, Texas, an arcade had to close its doors, but is renting out its pinball and video game machines to families. Uniboil, a Chinese restaurant in Southern California, is now offering hot pot delivery kits to customers with the stove, the pot, and the fuel included. So, yeah, people are getting really creative.
Very clever. And if you're looking for a way to support local businesses and connect with friends you haven't been able to see for a while, our partners at Madison Magazine are sharing some awesome ideas. They made a list of 10 local shops that are offering care packages to send to loved ones. Some examples are Cosa Boutique in Fitchburg, offering different packages like a treat yourself package with home spa items. Cosa is donating a portion of the proceeds to the American Family Children's Hospital. There's also Dune Gift and Home in Stoughton, offering essential oils, collections, and skin products. You can find the full list at channel3000.com/Madison-magazine. A look at Wall Street now. Stocks closed higher as oil prices went higher as well. The Dow Industrials gained 260 points, but was lower for the week, closing at 23,775. The NASDAQ added 139. The S&P 500 was up almost 39 points. Well, it's more than 1,400 horsepower. That's battery powered. The newest Ford drag racer is all electric.
The automaker introduced a one-off Mustang Cobra Jet 1,400 drag racer Wednesday. They say it's projected to be fast enough to go a quarter mile in about 8 seconds. The Mustang prototype honors the original Cobra Jet that hit the drag strips in the late 60s. The all-electric version will be debuted later this year when its power will be put on display at a drag racing event. I think we need to get you and Harvey Briggs to that.
I think we do too. Plastered to the back of the seat. Yeah. Well, there's more to come on Live at 4. We're celebrating the Hubble telescope's 30th birthday.
We're taking a look at all of the knowledge that NASA has been able to gather from Hubble over the years, and we'll show you some spectacular pictures too. That's when Live at 4 continues. Stay with us.
Where can a healthier heart lead you? For people with heart failure taking Entresto, it may lead to a world of possibilities. Entresto is a heart failure medicine prescribed by most cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, there's no telling where life may take you. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto. Novartis thanks the heroic healthcare workers fighting COVID-19.
We asked real customers what they really love about Spectrum Internet and TV.
Spectrum Internet has the fastest speeds for everything I do.
There is no turning wheel. It's immediate.
Spectrum's the fastest. Bam.
Get the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance with Spectrum Internet, delivering starting speeds of 200 megabits. That's more than enough for all your devices for $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
I can't get over how much on-demand Spectrum has. I can literally watch a new movie every night.
I got on my shows, and he's got all his shows.
With the Spectrum TV app, I can watch live TV anywhere. It's perfect.
Add Spectrum TV and enjoy more free HD and more free on demand. Plus, use the Spectrum TV app to watch live TV on the go, all from $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
The fact that they don't have contracts, that says a lot about their service.
Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. Install Spectrum services yourself. Get a self-installation kit shipped right to your home. Call 833-906-4499.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier. I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
In 1995, Denver Mattress opened its doors to the world. A lot has changed in 25 years, but one thing that stayed the same,
Denver Mattress is still the easiest way to get the right mattress. During the 25th anniversary sale, take 25% off our original Doctor's Choice lineup and shop from home at denvermattress.com, and we'll deliver it free right to your doorstep. Plus, get a $300 Furniture Oak gift certificate when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic, and 5 years no interest.
Happy birthday, Denver Mattress!
Take a look at this.
Your soda's on your car. Your soda's on your car.
Oh, no.
In a crazy sequence of events, the soda cup Kennedy accidentally leaves on the roof of her car. Roof falls over and spills right on top of her. Let's take another look. Kennedy met a few friends at an empty parking lot for a social distancing get-together. They all ate dinner while on the roof of their own cars, but Kennedy forgot her cup. As her friends warn her, she hits the brakes, and the cup tips over, flows right down the roof, into the window, and right on top of her.
That is called Susan's Law.
That's
right there.
Bad luck.
The National Bobblehead Hall of Fame and Museum is unveiling 4 new governor bobbleheads, and one is Governor Tony Evers. There's also California Governor Gavin Newsom, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, and Ohio Governor Mike DeWine. They were selected for leading their respective states during the coronavirus pandemic. The National Bobblehead Hall of Fame and Museum will donate $5 from every governor bobblehead sold to the Protect the Heroes Fund in support of the 100 million mask challenge. That is the same cause that the Hall of Fame and Museum has raised over $160,000 for through the sale of Dr. Fauci and Dr. Birx's bobbleheads.
Governor Evers looks good.
Yeah.
Well, during the coronavirus stay-at-home order, a Kansas woman has created a new art form. She's using Oreo cookies to create impressive little works of art.
Oreo cream is a little bit tricky to work with. Look at it. It morphed into something more than just sculpting on an Oreo cookie.
Jan Hoop started with Santa Claus, then each day for the past 30 days, she's brought something new to life. She's created Patrick Mahomes and Rosie the Riveter using the cookies. The one she says she's most proud of is a nurse with a mask to thank healthcare workers.
That is amazing.
It is amazing.
Wow.
It's a waste of an Oreo cookie, though.
Too pretty to eat. That's really cool.
Sorry, Gary?
I don't think that Oreo cookie would last very long at my house, I'll tell you that.
Think so
I don't have the patience for that. But we do look for a little bit of improvement in our weather over the weekend. We'll see a little more sunshine, and that should start warming temperatures up. I'll have our full forecast in just a few minutes.
Now, a WISC TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinen.
Centro Hispano's annual strategic update is typically a joyous and thoughtful gathering of friends and supporters and advocates, enjoying breakfast, hearing about the work of this vital community organization and its vision for the future. Thursday morning, we did it digitally. And while the good food and close contact were missed, the message was meaningful and clear. Centro Hispano's essential work, as incredibly challenging as it is right now, is more important than ever. But another thought came to mind listening to the heartfelt, smart, and informative conversation between Madison 365 CEO Henry Sanders and Centro Hispano Executive Director Karen Mendez-Collar. Dane County's Latinx community, along with its African American and other communities of color as allies, are going to help lead us to recovery. And more importantly, be the Dane County that will emerge from this crisis. That is hopeful. And we are lucky to have Centro Hispano and a strong and caring Latinx community.
Choosing the right Medicare plan is simple, right? Except that there are a lot of choices from a lot of companies. Avoid the confusion and the junk mail. Come to Informed Choice Insurance Agency. We know Medicare, and we offer many of Wisconsin's popular plans. There's no cost and no obligation to come discuss your Medicare options with the experienced team at Informed Choice. Call us today.
My psoriatic arthritis pain, I had enough. It's not getting in my way.
Joint pain, swelling, tenderness, much better.
My psoriasis, clearer. Cosentix works on all of this.
4 years and counting. So watch out. I got this.
Watch me.
Real people with active psoriatic arthritis are feeling real relief with Cosentix. Cosentix is a different kind of targeted biologic. It treats the multiple symptoms of psoriatic arthritis to help you look and feel better. It even helps stop further joint damage. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentix. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to. Serious allergic reactions may occur.
I just look and feel better.
I got real relief with Cosentix.
Watch me.
Novartis is committed to supporting our community. Learn more at Cosentix.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection remains open to serve our customers and communities during these times of uncertainty. During Safer at Home, we've got you covered for all your plumbing service needs. Call us for help. We are here for you.
Why O-Cedar? Because when I get home, we like to play crocodile on the floor.
O-Cedar Easy Ring removes over 99% of bacteria, even with just water. Easy and truly clean floors. O-Cedar, it feels great to feel at home.
Together, we can do this. Our spirit is what unites us. It is what bonds us and reminds us we are all one. Which is why if you need a vehicle during this time, we are offering 0% financing for 84 months with no payments for 90 days. And the ability to shop and buy from the safety of your home. Better days are ahead, and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram will help you drive forward.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The last few days have been cloudy and cool. We're starting to get a little sunshine, especially for areas north of Madison. The live view from the WISC Skycam shows those breaks in the clouds, but they'll fill back in tonight as a weather system passes to our south. But as that passes by tomorrow, we'll look for some more sunshine tomorrow afternoon and much improvement in the sunshine department. We should see mostly sunny skies on Sunday. You can still see this kind of block that sits over Wisconsin. Been a couple of light showers in the northwestern part of the state, some showers and thunderstorms in Minnesota and south South Dakota, but those are moving straight south. Then there's some showers and thunderstorms in southwestern Minnesota and Illinois that are moving almost straight east. So we're kind of in this little bubble here, and I think that'll be the case through tomorrow. There might be a stray shower or two that makes it up into southern Wisconsin, but for the most part, I think those showers, if they occur, will be brief and light. As far as 3 things you need to know in the forecast, it won't be quite as cool this weekend. Still below normal temperatures, but high temperatures upper 50s for tomorrow and around 60 degrees on Sunday. Should be in the lower 60s by now. It'll be a pleasant day on Sunday with plenty of sunshine. And then as we head into next week, some mild weather moves in with high temperatures in the low to mid 60s, but there'll also be some chances for showers and thunderstorms from Monday afternoon through most of the day on Tuesday. In fact, over the next 10 days, our temperatures will be showing some improvement. Average high temperature goes from 61 to 65, and you can see our temperatures upper 50s tomorrow, around 60 on Sunday, and then generally low to mid 60s, even some upper 60s toward the end of next week, as there could be some more shower and thunderstorm chances for the following weekend ahead of a storm system that'll be moving through at that time. As we look at current temperatures, they range from the 60s in the northwestern part of the state to the 50s and 40s in the southern part of the state. The big reason here, there's some sunshine here. Generally cloudy skies, although there is a little bit of sunshine mixed in, but more clouds in the southern part of the state. Farther out to the west, again, more sunshine, temperatures there in the 60s. As we look at weather track, right now we're seeing a pretty big storm system to our south, generating thunderstorms in Kansas. We're going to see some severe weather starting to develop in Kansas. That'll be moving into Oklahoma, Arkansas, and eventually into parts of northeastern Texas. This area has been hit by severe weather over the last couple of days, and it looks like tonight another round of severe weather will come through. But with the jet stream mainly staying over us or to the south, that keeps the main storm track away from us. So that's why it's been a pretty quiet severe weather season, at least around here. And as we look at the current weather map, you can see the stationary front here. That's kind of the dividing line between the milder air to our south and west and the cooler air where we are. Again, if there's some sunshine, you're getting a little milder weather to our north and west. But that storm system, again, will head almost straight east. So we're just going to be on the northern fringes of it to maybe see a chance for a shower later on tonight and tomorrow. So on future track, you can see how the clouds kind of come back into southern Wisconsin, but the rain, for the most part, stays to our south overnight. Then as we get through the day tomorrow, start to see some breaks in the clouds, especially north and west of Madison. That will allow temperatures to get back in the upper 50s. Sunday, there'll be more sunshine. Temperatures should be right around 60 degrees. Then as we head into Monday, notice those winds becoming more southerly, but that could lead to some shower and thunderstorm chances by Monday afternoon, and especially on Tuesday as the storm system makes its way through Wisconsin. So for tomorrow, look for variably cloudy skies, a slight chance for a shower in the morning, high temperature at 58 degrees, and a little bit of improvement on the way for Sunday with a high of 60, 63 on Monday, and 66 on Tuesday. But we'll see some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Monday afternoon, a chance, but Tuesday, a pretty good chance of rain. Wednesday, a chance for showers, and then another chance of showers and thunderstorms next weekend. But temperatures by Saturday could be up close to 70 degrees. So then we'll have to start worrying about the possibility for some severe weather, but that's still quite a ways down the road.
Oh, the weekend looks nice overall. Sunday will be great. The dogs are getting a bath on Sunday, right, Mark?
I think our dog is ready for one, too.
All right, Gary, thank you.
Well, the next time our astronauts make it to the moon, they won't have to worry about taking the wrong turn. Scientists have created their first comprehensive map of the moon. This 360-degree map is based on 6 geological maps from NASA, along with data from recent satellite missions. NASA says it'll be used as a reference for lunar science and future missions to the moon. Well, 30 years ago today, April 24th, 1990, NASA launched one of its greatest exploration tools, the Hubble telescope.
3 decades later, the telescope continues to give us a glimpse of the boundless beauty of our universe. Earlier today, we talked to Elena Sabi from NASA's Space Telescope Science Institute.
Hubble has been amazing. We launched Hubble because we wanted to know how old the universe is. And thanks to Hubble, we now know it at the precision of 1%. That is 13.8 billion years. But also Hubble has revealed a lot of mysteries of the universe that we didn't even imagine. So for example, now we see that the universe is not only expanding, but this expansion is accelerating because there is a mysterious something that we call dark energy, because we don't know better, that is causing this. And this was discovered thanks to Hubble. Hubble gave us the first observational evidence that there are huge black holes inside of galaxies. And then thanks to Hubble, we've seen how planet forms. We see that even around, we were able to study the atmosphere of planets that are orbiting around other stars than our sun. So Hubble really has revolutionized our understanding of the universe.
I understand for the 30th anniversary, Hubble released a new image. Can you tell us about this diamond anniversary gift?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. You have to go to the nasa.gov/Hubble and see how outstanding is this image. It shows a huge stellar nursery that is hosting hundreds of stars, 10 to 20 times more massive than our star. And these stars are incredibly engines that are releasing a huge amount of energy, exciting the gas that shows in shades of red and blue, and they are also creating wide cavities and filaments and vortex in this image. This is a very dynamic environment, and it's how harsh the first few million years in the life of a star can be. So one of the most massive stars that form in this region has actually been kicked out of the stellar nursery and is now zooming through the galaxy at a speed that is about 67,000 miles per hour. And this star is the bright stars that you see in the lower corner with the bright blue ring of gas around it. This is a star that is almost dying, and it's already losing its external envelope. But many more stars are forming in this region inside bright red and orange globules around the image.
Hubble had a kind of a rough start. It wasn't working properly at first, right?
Yeah, we had to give it a good pair of glasses, but now it's working incredibly well because we had 5 fantastic servicing missions that every time provided it with better instruments, and so it continues to be one of the most powerful telescopes that we have, even after 30 years.
Wow, and some people may not realize that the Hubble Space Telescope has a connection to Madison.
Yes, one of the most important cameras on Hubble was built in Madison. Unfortunately, we had to remove it 10 years ago, but it worked for 15 years, and it provided some of the most amazing and revolutionary image. The Pillar of Creation, that is one of the most famous images that Hubble got, was taken with the camera made in Madison.
Wow,
isn't
that amazing?
That's neat. So what's next for the telescope?
Hubble has just learned how to study the atmosphere of planets that are orbiting around other stars, so we definitely want to learn more about their chemical composition. We want to see if there are seasons similar to what we see on Earth. And then Hubble continues to look at our solar system, and because it is doing this for 30 years, we've seen changes in the atmosphere of planets, and we see these small changes that are incredibly slow, but because Hubble has this long life, we are able to study that. And then next year, NASA is going to launch the James Webb Space Telescope, and we are really, really eager to be able to use Hubble and James Webb at the same time to understand the distant universe.
So how should people celebrate Hubble's 30th birthday?
You should go to the nasa.gov/Hubble, and there you can find the anniversary image and much more, like videos, podcasts, interviews. And then Hubble is tweeting, and you can follow it on social media using @NASA_Hubble.
Well, happy birthday, Hubble.
Yes.
It's quite a milestone, and long live Hubble. Thanks for being with us today.
Great to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Goodbye.
And again, the website she mentioned is nasa.gov/Hubble. The website has lots of cool interactive features like virtual tours of the Hubble spacecraft and control center. And you can also enter your birthday to see a picture on that day from space. Isn't that cool?
It's very cool. And when it ever reopens, check out the Space Place on Park Street.
Yeah.
They have part of the Hubble there.
That's right. The camera that was made in Madison is there.
All right, coming up on News 3 Now at 5, we're asking maintenance experts what you need to do to keep your vehicle running properly now that we're driving much less. That's tonight at 5.
You can garden safer at home with the help of Jung Garden Center. Curbside pickup is now available at all 5 Jung Garden Center locations. Visit jungseed.com to learn how to place your pickup order so you can get your home growing season off to a safe and healthy start.
From our family to yours, we want to encourage you to keep going. Keep protecting what's most important. Keep hopeful in the face of all this. Keep believing. Keep being strong. Keep supporting the people on the front line. Keep staying together while staying apart. Keep being fearless. And most of all, keep dreaming. American Family Insurance is mailing our personal auto insurance customers a premium relief payment to help them keep going. We'll keep being here when you need us.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
About leaving your parents' phone plan?
You got this.
You could have.
It's just a plan.
Nope. Individual plan phobia.
Plan phobia? Mm-hmm. We got your back.
Switch to your own plan at US Cellular and get $400 back.
Plan phobia? Mm-hmm. They got your back.
Switch and get $400 back. Only at US Cellular. Choose fair.
You can garden safer at home with the help of Junk Garden Center. Curbside pickup is now available at all 5 Junk Garden Center locations. Visit junkseed.com to learn how to place your pickup order so you can get your home growing season off to a safe and healthy start.
Tonight at 5, we have team coverage from the state capitol as groups of people are protesting the governor's extension of the Safer at Home order. What state politicians are saying about those protests at 5.
Temperatures won't be quite as cool this weekend with just a slight chance of showers tomorrow morning and sunny skies on Sunday. My News 3 Now First Warn forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6 tonight, a local nurse finding a connection with her patients under layers of personal protective gear. That story and more tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
The sun has come out on this Friday afternoon. The weekend is off to a nice start, and looks like Sunday will be the best day of the weekend ahead. The first human trials of a coronavirus vaccine in Europe are taking place right now in Britain.
It's a significant step with several countries racing to find ways to fight the illness that is now blamed for more than 191,000 deaths worldwide. Imtiaz Tayyab looks at the highly anticipated new study.
So I need a scratch.
It may just be one small shot, but it's possibly one giant leap in the fight against the coronavirus. In Britain, Alyssa Granado is the first volunteer in the world to receive this potential vaccine.
I'm a scientist, so of course I want to try and support science, the scientific process whenever I can.
You ready?
Human trials like this would normally take years to develop, but has been achieved in just 3 months by the experienced team of scientists at Oxford University, who say not only does this vaccine have an 80% chance of being effective, it could also be ready for use as early as September.
I have a high degree of confidence about this vaccine because it's technology that I've used before. Of course, we have to test it.
But until a vaccine is found, countries desperate to reopen their economies may look to Sweden. The Scandinavian nation has kept its schools and businesses open to help the general population build immunity, a goal they believe they're within weeks of. Still, more than 2,000 people have died there, which is hundreds more than neighboring countries with tighter controls.
We are not telling people to stay indoors. I think that's a very important part of our policy.
Back at Oxford, and scientists concede the only way they'll know for sure if their vaccine is a success is if lots of volunteers are exposed to the coronavirus. But with the UK still under strict lockdown, the irony is you need to go somewhere like Sweden to do that. For CBS This Morning.
Well, hospitals around the country are limiting visitors, especially in neonatal intensive care units, to protect vulnerable newborns from the coronavirus. Now, technology is helping families stay connected and giving them peace of mind. The NICU at Northwestern Medicine's Prentice Women's Hospital has rolled out an app that allows parents to check on their babies when they can't be there. The app, funded by the group Friends of Prentice, gives daily updates on vitals such as weight, breathing, and medications. The parents of Anthony Drew Carruthers Jr. have a lot of concerns. AJ was born 12 weeks early, right before the pandemic.
I'm still working through this time, so
it's been
stressful.
Making sure that we don't take anything to the hospital, and the hospital has been great precautious-wise, but we still have that fear.
Being able to provide even just a little bit of control and a little bit of sense of normalcy to parents, I think will boost their ability to deal with this uncertain time. And that's really what's behind this app.
The app also notifies parents what nurses are taking care of, which nurses are taking care of their babies, and provides education materials about how to care for their NICU baby.
Oh, he's so beautiful. That's a great idea.
It is. Coming up next on Live at 4, the show must go on.
The Jerry Awards honoring high school musical programs will happen via Facebook Live this year. Our Michael Bruno sits down with Overture Center staff to explain how it'll all work when Live at 4 continues.
I didn't choose this exact type of metastatic breast cancer, but I did pick clarity by knowing I have a treatment that goes right at it.
Discover Piqray, a treatment that specifically targets PIK3CA mutations in HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC. Piqray is taken with fulvestrant after progression on hormone therapy and helps people live longer without disease progression. Do not take Piqray if you've had severe allergic reactions to it or any of its ingredients. Piqray can cause serious side effects, including severe allergic and skin reactions, high blood sugar levels and diarrhea that are common and can be severe, and pneumonitis. Tell your doctor right away if you have symptoms of severe allergic reactions or high blood sugar while taking Piqray. Your doctor will monitor your blood sugar before and during treatment, and more often if you have type 2 diabetes. Before starting, tell your doctor if you have a history of diabetes, skin reactions, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Common side effects include rash, nausea, tiredness, weakness, decreased appetite, mouth sores, vomiting, weight loss, hair loss, and changes in some blood tests. Ask your doctor about Piqray.
Your business is your pride and joy. You raised it with hard work, from nothing but a dream. And since you care so much, naturally you want to protect it from harm. That's where we come in. Because a great insurance policy is not a necessary evil. It's the best way to keep your business happy, healthy, and profitable. And that is the silver lining. Pamper your business with a policy from West Bend.
To our Pick and Save associates, for the long hours and late nights, for the miles traveled and the shelves restocked, for making a difference in our customers' lives, for doing so much more than your job. Everyone at the Kroger family of brands and our customers say thank you. In a time when daily life feels a bit uncertain, your hard work is keeping America fed. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Jones has been making breakfast better for more than 130 years. It all started with a great tasting, all-natural recipe. It was manufactured by the next generation, then scrupulously left untouched for 5 generations after that. Because authenticity, integrity, and superior taste matter at Jones. So you can breakfast better.
And my family guarantees it.
This is our home. We've never seen it look quite like this.
But there's no mistaking it.
And it's our job to protect it.
Because the best people to fight for our communities
are those within them.
So if you've just bought a Volkswagen or were thinking of buying sometime soon, we're here to help with the community-driven promise.
The culminating show for Overture Center's 2019-2020 Jerry Awards will go on in June via Facebook Live.
The 90-minute show will feature video clips of high school musical theater performances. Michael Bruno talked with Tim Sowers, Overture's Vice President of Programming and Engagement, about how it'll all work.
This is the 11th year of the Jerry Awards, and it's going to be a virtual streaming show. And I and Cara Beach will host the show. And we're going to have lots of guests with the students, like Outstanding Musicals, have the opportunity to send us a video of something about their show. We have Outstanding Leads that are going to be singing. We're looking at a couple of special group numbers that we're going to work on. So it's going to be like a regular show, just virtual.
And now, will this be using all the different schools that were nominated, or will it just be the local?
The ones that we saw this year, we had 108 productions apply to be in the Jerry Awards this year. We saw 85 of them. The rest were canceled, so we didn't have an opportunity, but we're going to have a special piece in the show for those shows that were canceled. And so we're going to try to include as many people as we can. We gave out 271 awards this year, so it's going to be a fun project for our staff to work on. You know, we did our season announcement a couple of weeks ago. We did that as a virtual live stream, and it went over very well, and it was a great show for us. And so we're gonna, we learned a lot from that, and so we're gonna use what we learned to recognize, you know, excellence in high school musical theater this year. You know, we had a couple of schools submit to us a video that they had got recorded before they were closed down, and so we looked at those videos and reviewed the videos to be part of the awards this year. We wanted to move forward and recognize the students for their hard work, because it's very disappointing to them for those who didn't get the opportunity to do their shows this year. So we want to spread some joy and recognize those who did.
And Michael joining us now from the Bruno World Headquarters. It's nice to see these kids are going to get the recognition they deserve.
Oh, I agree.
I'm so happy for them, because some of them were so disappointed that they didn't get their shows up and running, and especially the seniors. This was their last shot at doing their senior production. So it's really nice that some of them get a chance to actually, you know, see their shows being done virtually, and the parents and all the other students get a chance to see what wonderful productions these kids do.
And you never know, maybe even more people will see it doing it this way. You know what I mean?
That's true. No.
Because they are all so incredible.
Right. And all the spring shows got canceled, so.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. All the spring shows got canceled. Some of them, some of the early ones got to do their first weekend if they had 2 weekend shows. So they did. You said they saw 85 of the 108 shows that were all up for, you know, having their spring musicals. So
especially for the seniors. Yeah. Thank goodness.
Right. Yeah.
All right, ready? 3,
yep, we're ready.
2, 1.
It's Friday! Welcome back, Susan!
Michael, I love your headphones. They match your shirt. That's great.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Hi, Jim. We'll be right back with the final check of your forecast.
Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye.
My bucket list is simple. When the time comes, I want to be at home with people who care how I live, not just how long. A Grace did that for my dad, and now I know a Grace will help me too.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. And with great deals available, there's never been a better time to buy at your local dealership. To find the dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
Help is what we've always given. So thank you to our helpers at BMO and beyond. Thank you to the healers, the fighters, the all-nighters, the cleaners, the movers, the 18-wheelers. Thank you to the farmers, the grocers, the above and beyonders. Thank you to all the frontliners for keeping our lives moving when the world needs to stop.
Instead of going to school every morning, what if school could come to you? Because learning happens anywhere and everywhere. K-12 powered schools provide a tuition-free, full-time, online public school education. It's public school at home. K-12's curriculum is designed to engage students, to challenge them. So visit K12.com today. Tuition-free in Wisconsin. For the first weekend this year, Wisconsin golf courses are open, and with sun and 60-degree temperatures in the forecast, we're tracking the best times to get some fresh air and maybe a few swings too.
when VP Mike Pence visited Madison, News 3 Now scored the exclusive.
We asked them about testing supply shortages. We're confident that we have a sufficient amount of testing.
For more local news that impacts your life, choose News 3 Now.
Well, there's the live view from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville. A few peaks of sun with the clouds. Temperatures right now mainly in the middle 50s, where the clouds are thicker off to the east. They're in the 40s. For tomorrow, look for a high temperature of about 58 degrees. There'll be a few breaks in the clouds in the afternoon, maybe a slight chance of showers in the morning. We'll be right back.
At Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, we know that no two pets are the same. That's why each of our 5 southern Wisconsin locations is wall-to-wall with everything you and your pet need, including dog food, cat food, pet beds, thousands of toys, treats, and chews, and supplies for your small animals, birds, and reptiles too. With so many options, finding what you need is easy. You gotta get down to Mounds and see for yourself. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
Once Weekly Ozempic is helping many people with type 2 diabetes like James lower their blood sugar. A majority of adults who took Ozempic reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it.
Here's your A1C.
Oh, my A1C is under 7.
And you may lose weight. Adults who took Ozempic lost on average up to 12 pounds.
I lost almost 12 pounds.
Oh.
For those also with known heart disease, Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events such as heart attack, stroke, or death.
It lowers the risk. Oh.
Ozempic is not for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not share needles or pens. Don't reuse needles. Do not take Ozempic if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Ozempic. Stop taking Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, itching, rash, or trouble breathing. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Tell your doctor if you have diabetic retinopathy or vision changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Common side effects are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, and constipation. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Once Weekly Ozempic is helping me reach my blood sugar goal.
Ask your healthcare provider today about Once Weekly Ozempic. We remain committed to keeping Ozempic available and affordable during these challenging times. With the Ozempic Savings Card, you may be eligible to pay as little as $25 for a 1-month or 3-month prescription.
I just love hitting the open road and telling people that Liberty Mutual customizes your insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
There's just nothing better than a plate of Mama's famous pasta. Her recipe, top secret.
Michelina's. Let Mama feed you.
Well, we made it to the end of another long week of some pretty rough news.
We thought some animal stories might be a good way to head into the weekend, so here's Lola and Louie with the top animal stories of the week.
It's Newshounds Now Update with Lola and Louie.
This week on the Newshounds, it's a swan song.
A baby rhino gets a name.
And some lucky penguins return home.
But first, speaking of going home, several koalas injured in the Australian wildfires are back in the wild. The marsupials were being treated at the world's only all-koala hospital in New South Wales. One of the most famous patients is Unwin. She was the 3rd patient admitted to the facility in October of last year, and now she's back home.
Speaking of going home, 10 penguins were released back into the wild on the beaches of San Clemente in Argentina this week by the Mundo Marino Foundation. The penguins were stranded and starved in coastal towns in pretty bad shape after struggling to find food during their migratory journey. Now fully recovered, they head out to sea. These penguins are considered almost threatened.
A baby rhino at the Den